Now, we spoke last
Yeah.
week about who is running US foreign policy. Is it the White House or is it China? After Beijing warned that the House of Reps Speaker Nancy Pelosi should not visit Taiwan. Well, she's on her way to the Indo-Pacific region, but in the statement her office released, Douglas, there was no mention of Taiwan. They mentioned South Korea, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia. Will she get to Taiwan?
It's an extraordinary moment, this, and it could turn out to be one of those inflection points of our century. You know, a very verbose spokesperson for the CCP in Beijing actually warned about Nancy Pelosi's plane being shot down if it were to go to Taiwan. I mean, this is really. We have to hope this is simply histrionics. But it shows you something remarkable that in this century, Beijing feels so powerful that it can actually allow its spokespeople to make lurid claims of threats against the Speaker of the House, against senior Americans. It is an extraordinary thing that such threats could be made, and I think a lot is going to ride on whether the Americans, take this in their stride. Except that this is the language of Beijing, or actually say, you don't have the right to threaten American officials. Taiwan is a sovereign country, and we'll visit it as much as we want. But it's a very telling corner that we're at the moment.
But what sort of a message will it send if she doesn't, in fact, touch down in Taiwan at some point during this Indo-Pacific visit?
Yeah, absolutely terrible, Rita, as you know. What a signal that would be of weakness. We have seen the Chinese threaten Western governments before. We had the Dalai Lama affair 10 years ago in the UK, where the Chinese Communist Party successfully intimidated the then British government after a meeting with the Dalai Lama. There were endless apologies from then Prime Minister David Cameron and others, and basically trade with China the trade talks only resumed after the formal apology had come from the British government. That's an incredibly embarrassing, humiliating session for my country of birth. But it's a quite different order of magnitude if the CCP can actually successfully bully, not Great Britain, but America. That would be a terrible sign of a real change of direction in global affairs.